right, now what do we do?
Math section.
Oh, it's going to cancel, correct? And this is going to be 10x squared. There you go.
Squared, yay.
And then we do what?
Drop down that
Bring down 0x. Okay, drop down one term at a time. Now we got to see how many times x goes into
10x.
10x squared. How many times x go into 10x squared? 10x, that's correct. So we're going to have plus 10x. Okay? Plus 10x. Now we're going to multiply 10x times x minus 2. So we got 10x times x, which is 10x squared. And then 10x times negative 2, which is negative 20x. Now, do you notice that if I didn't have the 0x here, I just have plus 10.
Yeah.
And so I'd have a 10 here, and I'd have a negative 20x. There's nothing I can do with those. I couldn't combine those terms, could I?
No.
No, I couldn't, because they wouldn't be like. Now, do you see why I have to have the 0x here?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Pretty sweet.
Okay, so now when we subtract a polynomial, we change the sign. So this sign becomes a negative, and this sign becomes a positive. Okay? Can you see if we don't do that, then we're going to get rid of this 10x squared. It doesn't subtract itself out. So now we have what?
20x plus 10.
20x, and we bring down plus 10. Okay? Now, how many times does x go into 20x?
20.
20 times, okay? Now, this one we do 20 times x, 20x, and we do 20 times negative 2, which is
Negative 40.
negative 40. Okay? Now, when we do this, we have to do what?
Change the sign.
Subtract 20x and add 20, right? So, we do 10 plus 40, which is 50. Okay? So this represents our remainder part. We have nothing else to bring down, correct?
Yes.
Since we have nothing else to bring down, then instead of that's the key. We can't just write plus 50. When we write our remainder when we're doing synthetic division, unlike what we did long division, is we take this number, we will do a plus, and we do a plus sign because this number's positive, plus 50, and it's always over this term right here, the divisor, x minus 2. So it's plus this remainder part divided by your divisor. And this would be your solution. And you should see that in your text. Correct?
Jeez.
Look down on the step 4, it says write the final answer. And there it is, 3x squared plus 10x plus 20 plus 50 divided by x minus 2. This is how we always write the remainder.
The 50 over the x minus 2. I know.
Okay.
That was a traumatic experience.
Questions about this one?
You got the 50 over x minus 2, that's the remainder.
50 over x minus 2 is the remainder. That's the remainder part. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? Show you one more. And this time you're gonna walk me through. And I'm gonna help you, but you're gonna walk me through. I'm gonna help you. Okay. Let's try this one. So a bit of an easy one. 15x squared. Well, I'll move it over here. 15x squared. I think it's minus 18x plus 2.
No, it's plus.
Huh? Plus 8x.
It's plus
8x
8x.
minus 12. Yeah, 1/8. That's what I'm talking about.
I think it was.
It's minus 12x. Or
Plus,
minus 8x.
it's plus 8x
Plus
minus
8x.
12.
Minus 12, okay. Divided by what?
3x plus 1.
What's the first thing I have to check out?
Oh, yeah, right.
If it's in standard.
Is everything in standard form?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so what I do now?
Make a
You
little
have
umbrella.
to write it.
You got an umbrella thing? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like an umbrella.
Okay, like an umbrella. Okay, we'll call it an umbrella then.
What umbrella is that?
So what do we put under the umbrella then?
15x squared plus 8x. Yeah.
Go ahead, Sam, you can say it. Yeah.
So what goes over here?
You forgot the X squared.
Good divide.
Oh, I did.
It's 12 minus 12.
I keep trying to make the problem, but I won't make it. Okay, there it is. Okay. And then what goes out here? What goes out here?
3x.
So
Can't
since,
say
so since
nothing.
3x plus 1 is outside the umbrella, does that mean it's getting wet?
Yeah.
The divisor gets wet.
Getting soaked. Okay. Well, anyway. What's the next thing we need to do?
We have to.
3x. See how many times?
How many times?
3x How many times 3x goes into 15x squared?
How many times 3x goes to 15x
Five.
squared? How many times then?
5
5 what?
x.
5x. Then what?
Then you do 15x squared.
You gotta
multiply
You get 5x times 3x, you get 15x squared. Then you do 5x
Yeah.
times 1, which is
Yeah,
5x.
that's it.
Alright. Then what?
You gotta do
Um,
those, switch
Yes.
those sign
Okay,
thingamajigs.
so this becomes,
no, you don't.
That's a negative right there.
and this becomes.
That's also.
Why do you switch the signs? You not
Cause
You
you
gotta
subtract.
subtract.
Remember when you are subtracting polynomials, you always change the signs on the polynomial on the right.
what you subtract?
You subtract
Shouldn't it be a
15x squared plus, 15x squared plus 8x minus, really this minus 15x squared plus 5x. You subtract.
Oh wait, no, hold up. We didn't do the. Wait, never.
I thought it was 5 plus 5 times 1.
This is what we got when we did distributed property, correct?
You know.
So essentially what you have is 15x squared, and you're taught along division, and when you get that part, you're supposed to subtract those two, right?
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
When you do subtraction, you are doing this right here, correct?
So you always gonna change the sign?
Yes.
Okay.
When you do a long division.
Alright.
Okay?
Okay.
So the next thing I get is,
You get 3x. Shouldn't it be minus 5x?
This will be
have
minus 5x.
minus 15x and then a minus 5x, so we get a
3x.
3x, okay?
You gotta bring down
You
that
do what?
sign.
3
Negative 12, okay? Then we need to see how many times what?
3x.
3x goes into 3x.
How many times?
3x goes to 3x. How many times does it do that?
1.
1. So we're gonna put a plus 1 up here. So we do 1 times 3x, which is?
3x.
Then what?
Negative 3x.
Plus
So you do 1
Plus
times
12, yeah.
1,
Times
which is
1.
1.
Then we do what?
You switch the
Sign.
signs.
You have?
Negative
Negative
3x and negative
Minus
1.
1.
You got negative
So,
12.
And you have
1.
negative 13.
Hold on, where did the negative 1 come from?
Cause you changed the signs again.
I know where did the 1 come from.
Now that you're there.
1 times
time.
3x. 3x.
Then
1 times 1 is
1.
1. And we change the sign.
Now that you're there, you gotta take that negative 13.
How do you write this remainder?
You put it over 3x plus 1. You do plus,
No.
Negative.
You do
and
minus.
minus.
Gonna be
What is
minus.
minus?
13 over
13.
3x plus 1.
Totally killed it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, hold on.
Why do we use a minus sign in front of that?
Huh?
Cause
Or
the
use a
13
minus
is
sign.
negative.
That's right, because 13 is negative.
Negative.
Question?
Slowly bludgeoned it to death.
It's gonna, I'm gonna end up messing up.
Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys one more mechanism. One mechanism for us to solve this, okay? Okay, one more method. I use the word method to solve this. Now I'm gonna use this same problem, okay? Another method we can use to solve problems is a method called synthetic division, okay?
It sounds complicated. Is it complicated?
Nope.
Is it easy?
Now the only catch, yes, it's pretty easy. Now the only catch to synthetic division is this. You can only use synthetic division when your divisor is linear and it has a leading coefficient of 1.
Oh.
Who thinks they understand what I mean by that?
Something
Okay.
it
I know
has
it's
to be
close.
linear.
Let's look at this divisor.
Here's the stuff.
What do I mean by this divisor? Is this divisor linear?
It's only got one degree, so
Degree
think.
1 makes it linear,
Linear.
right? Very good. Remember we talked about how we identify, classify polynomials or
Yeah.
classify polynomials? We say that we can classify them by degree or the number of terms. If it's degree 1, we say it's linear. Okay? So both of these are
Linear
divisors. We'll
binomials.
talk about the divisors only. Okay? You need binomials as well, yes. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, when we say the leading coefficient, that means the coefficient of the first term. What's the leading coefficient of this term? 1. So we can use the synthetic division with it. What's the leading coefficient of this term? 3. We cannot use synthetic division because they meet both of those rules, both of those qualifications. You have to have a linear binomial whose leading coefficient is 1. Okay? So in both of those criteria, you cannot use synthetic division. So I can use synthetic division for this problem. Okay? What we do with synthetic division, instead of us drawing this long umbrella thing, okay, what we're going to do is basically draw an L, or backwards L, like that.
Again,
Okay?
it's half a square. Like the, call it stupid thing.
So, the last time last time we did long division, our polynomial was under the umbrella, right?
Yeah.
Well, this time, I don't know what you call this, but this time, the divisor is going to go here. So polynomial is going to be on the outside this time. Okay? So what we do in synthetic division that's different from long division is that we do not use any variables in synthetic division. We use strictly numbers and coefficients. Okay? So when we're dealing with our divisor, which is the term on the right, divisor. Okay? First thing we do is we look at the number in the divisor. What number do you see in the divisor?
A 2.
You see a negative 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay? So, what we do is, whatever sign we see in front of our number in the divisor, we put its opposite in here. So instead of negative 2 in here, we put
Positive.
right, positive 2. Okay? And then on this side goes our dividend. And with our dividend, what we do is we use the coefficients of the dividend. The coefficients of the dividend. So what are the so we look at it at our term, our coefficients are, when we put it in the standard form, we had it written like this. So what are the coefficients we're going to put? 3, 4, what's next? 0. What's next? 10. So yes, just like you did in long division, you had to add a 0 or 0x. Same thing do is if you're going to do the same thing as synthetic division when you're missing a term. It applies to both.
And you still put it in standard form?
Yes, you still put it in standard form. You have to put the numbers in standard form as well. If you don't, you're not getting the correct answer. Okay? And I purposely use this problem again so I can show you how to get it using synthetic division. So after we put those numbers in, we're going to draw a little line under here. Okay? Now here's how we solve the problem. Now in long division, whenever we did something, once we got a number up here, we did number up here, we multiplied times our divisor. Then we did what down here with what we got? And then did what?
Right.
We subtracted. Right? We subtracted, which causes us to switch the signs. Well, in synthetic division, we are adding. Okay? And we're only adding. We're not doing anything else. We just add. Okay? We're adding. Alright? So I'm going to show you how easy this is. When we get this set up, the first thing we do is we're going to bring our first term down. Anybody ever seen synthetic division before?
No.
Okay. First thing we're going to bring the first term down. Got that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know that this right here matches the coefficient of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow on. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, we're going to take this term we just brought down and multiply it by the number in the box. So what do we get? Multiply 3 times 2? 6. And we're going to put it right here. So this term times that number, put it right there. And then we do what?
We
Add. That's right. So we have 4 plus 6, which is 10. Okay, so it's 10 back. 10 right here. So far so good, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Then we're going to do what we do now.
10 times 2.
10 times 2. You catch it on, okay. 10 times 2 is always number.